The Truth with Andrew Washington. Information on local businesses, things to do, current news, sports, and no politics. The type of information you want. The Truth.
Come watch The Truth with my dad, Andrew Washington.
Hey, thanks for watching. This is Andrew Washington and my buddy Frank Carrera, and this is The Truth. I don't know if you guys know, but it snowed yesterday or the day before.
Saturday.
I don't even know which day because literally I did not get out of bed.
That must have been nice.
I did not get out
That's
of bed.
the beauty of living in like a condo like you live
I
in.
did
You don't
not
have any
get out of bed.
responsibilities anymore.
6 p.m. I got out of my bed for the first time.
That's some life.
I went into the kitchen, went to the fridge, went to the microwave. 3 minutes later, I was back in the room.
I bet you
I
are.
was back in the room, and I was chowing down. So let's give thanks to Ken Cartwright State Farm Insurance Agency, as they've been making it possible for us to bring our episodes to you. And also the Clubhouse, you know, one of my favorite places. I don't mind our ride getting out there because it's actually, I have a lot of fun. I meet a lot of people. The gaming center, as I've been saying, is I've been changing the prizes up. So if you came last week, some of the prizes that you come to now, that's right, Bobby, you have that picture that I wasn't going to ask for?
It's going to be one of those nice kids.
Some of the prizes, I switched them up. So if you came last week, it's not the same thing this week.
you
So
mix it
I
up a
try
bit,
to
that's
bring
good.
variety. And I'm going to look to see about doing some Valentine's Day things, bring some things in for all those suckers who want to sit there and win something for the Valentine's. Better than getting chocolate. So that's the good part of the Clubhouse. The bad part of the Clubhouse is what happened to the tennis center, which is connected directly to our building.
And that snow wasn't even that heavy. It was like a light,
It was
powdery
very light
snow, man. That's crazy.
Let me tell you, I believe this is 6 courts of tennis that, as you can see from the pictures, are pretty much ruined. So my heart goes out to Scott and Holly Rubenstein for what they're going through. I had to talk to him about some personal business, and he told me we'll do that on Sunday. And Sunday when I went to work and saw the picture, there was no way I was talking to him.
When you told me, I had no idea it was that bad. I thought maybe just a sad little part of the roof fell in. I didn't realize it was as bad as that, man.
Yeah,
Holy
no.
shit. That's
no,
crazy.
That's it
nuts.
caved in.
Thank God nobody was there.
Oh, thank God. The tennis center employs a lot of people. So the clubhouse pretty much came from the tennis center. So, you know, they say what came first, the chicken or the egg? Yeah, well, the tennis center came first this time. And because of the success of the tennis center, I believe, now this is just going off of the little bit that I do know, I believe that it was able to help get the clubhouse underway. So, as I said, my heart goes out to Scott and Holly Rubenstein and all the other partners in that because they have some work to do.
Yeah, a lot of work.
They have a lot of work. And I can tell you that there's outdoor courts to the side, and they have pickleball. When I leave work sometimes, these guys are out there playing pickleball. 10 o'clock, 10:30 at night.
That's crazy.
And 15, 20, they're out there. So these folks, this is what they do. So the clubhouse provides an atmosphere that you can't have out there. It's the only bowling center around. And what they do for the tennis, these people know that there's somewhere that they can go. So unfortunately, we're going to be out without tennis for a little bit, but I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to get that up and running as soon as possible. And I wish them all the best. And as always, if I can help any way, I'll try. I mean, I can't play tennis, but I could try. Maybe do a fundraiser, help you guys out.
There you go. So last week's show,
Yeah.
great show.
Last week's show, that was amazing.
So many positive reviews. I know you did too, inbox after inbox about the show, about Cindy, about Nate.
Isn't it
was
crazy
just-
how people watch but don't want to comment on the actual
It's
post?
true, it's funny.
But they'll send us a message.
We'll get 50, 60,
and
70
send me a
inbox
message.
each.
But they won't comment on the post.
It's like they're hiding, you know?
Like everyone's so we met some cool people. Not only we have Nate Moran here, we met one of his friends, Adrian Wally.
Adrian Wally, yep, I just wrote her name down so I can remember it.
Adrian Wally puts together this event. It's Black History Month Film Festival. Bobby, we have that So she puts together this event, and as you see, they're taking submissions from all over. If you have a submission that you want to enter, just feel free, go right ahead. And this is a red carpet event. And that's pretty cool. So I'm interested to see what she has going on. I'm definitely going to take some time out and get down there and check her out. So that's Adrienne Wally, and that's the Black History Month Film Festival, which is actually going to be in April. So the first event that they have shown there is virtual only. And I believe that's February 26th. It's virtual only. And then we go to the in-person events, April 9th and April 10th. And that's going to be in Jamaica, Queens. Really, really good things coming. And I got to tell you, Frank, there's something that came along with that.
What would that be, Mr. Washington?
That's pretty cool. So Adrienne sent some information, and then she offered... she asked if we'd like to host a red carpet event.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. She was very nice when she came and very complimentary of us too. She's been sharing our stuff and really blowing us up on social
killing
media.
It. She's killing it. Every day she's putting something out there. But there's something I want to point out. This is a Black History Month film festival, right? Can we not have something to ourselves? Why do you have to host it too? Are you black?
I'm not, but you get a whole month, right?
The shortest month of the year. Don't even get me started. You celebrate Columbus Day every other month. So yeah, so here we are, Black History Month.
Columbus Day
Guess
is one
what?
day.
The coolest white guy I know, he's hosting a red carpet. Can you...
Co-host.
Well, we're going to work that out. One day I'm just going to bail on your ass.
That's all right. I know where Queens is at. I can find my way.
Yeah, well, you better bring some help. So yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Adrienne. We really appreciate it.
I guess he's still a little pissed off Tiger took over golf, so he's got to try to take over.
I like Tiger. Okay.
I like Tiger too, but a lot of people didn't like him at first. Tiger
Sure, piss a lot of people off that we're tight, so I mean,
well, they'll get over it. I'm not sure how I feel about this. In Black History Month, I was like, all right, cool, man. I'm getting somewhere. I'm starting to get. They say, hey, you want to take the white guy too? What? No.
I think it was more the other way.
Okay.
She wanted me to come, so you got to drag him along since his name's first. I said, all right, no problem.
So that's that. We'll settle that, but we will be there. We will definitely be there representing the truth with Andrew Washington and his missing co-host Frank Guerrero. So that's what it's going to be. So I told everybody I had a big announcement. That was not it.
It's pretty big to me.
That was not. I know, right? That was pretty big. So we break our shows down into quarters instead of going, season. Our year is going to be a season. So we have our quarter that started in November and ends February 28th was our last show, and our second quarter is going to start. I am happy to say that our second quarter we have already solidified a sponsor for the entire quarter. That's Norfolk Tick and Mosquito Company. They do absolutely wonderful work. I've had them. Bobby, you have that card up there? Norfolk, no foe. Davey. So yeah, they do great work. I had a few friends that I recommended them to, and they got rid of the mosquitoes in the yard. They had no issues with ticks. And the owner of the company happens to be my high school quarterback at St. John the Baptist.
Oh, there you go.
So it's funny how things come full circle, and this is why I try to tell everybody, be good to people because you never know when it's going to come back. So here I graduated in 1990 with this guy, and here we are in 2022, and now we're partnering up with our companies. Because I don't mention it a lot here, but CGYS Lawn Care is coming out of
You
hibernation.
should mention it. You did my lawn. It came out great.
It's coming out of hibernation.
That's how we got together over the
Yeah.
summertime, talking about.
CGYS Lawn Design is what put this whole thing together. So that's what I have. We have a show coming up. I think we went a little bit too long. That's because, yet again, you try to steal the show.
Running
So-
your mouth the whole show, not me.
We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back with some musical talent of Dan Rivera. We're going to talk about his story and his journey and listen to what he's got going on. So we'll be back after this. All right, well, we're back as we wait for Dan Rivera to get back in here. I just want to mention this to everybody. The guys that are watching, can you please make sure you share our show? We're definitely trying to grow this, and we're doing pretty good with the numbers that we're reaching. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we're averaging 600. Now we're breaking 700 pretty easily.
And change.
And change. And I'd like that to continue to grow.
And we hope to build on that because we have some pretty good guests coming up.
Cindy Seville, my girl, she's watching. Dan Kraus, we're gonna get your son on here. That was an amazing video that
You can hear me?
saw. He's super talented, and we got Dan Rivera. We have him in. We're just working out a few technicalities, and then we will get him in here.
There he is, Danny boy.
There he is.
Yo,
What's
what's
up?
up? What's up?
Time
bro?
out. Before we even get going, we have never met each other, right?
Nah.
You are one persistent bastard, man. You made sure. You texting Frankie, you texted me. I said, hey, talk to Frankie. Yo, you're here. You're here. But this is what you got to do to get where you need to go. You got
Believe me, your cousin too, man. Your cousin, me and him, I always drive him crazy.
Yeah, well, if he's anything like me, he probably wanted to choke you. He probably wanted to choke you. So you got
Me and him
two.
went to the Rock Kim show together in the last week. Me and him were with Rock Kim, and we were with KRS-One, and who's the other guy? Smooth.
And who's the other guy? Smooth. Yeah. Yeah. KRS-One, Rakim, and who's that other guy?
Smooth.
Yeah, it don't matter who the other guy was. You got KRS-One
No, he
and
killed the
Rakim.
show.
I know, man. Yeah, hey, but this is about you. When and where can people hear? First of all, tell us about you. Tell us how Frankie had to bail you out back in the day. tell.
That's right. Tell him I was your union rep, bro.
Oh, yeah, he was a union rep, and I was. Yeah, that's all I can say.
You guys want to be
Pop,
amped up?
Yo, Pop, they're crazy. They're crazy.
Nah, but we all have fun in what we do. And, you know, not every job is for us, especially when you have an underlying passion that was inside of you trying to get out. You know, so you're here. Well, how was your journey here? It definitely wasn't easy.
12 years, man. Since 12 years old, man, and seeing my pops and seeing Keith and seeing Charles and all of them becoming up high, the B just stayed in the same predicament, man, was driving me crazy. Like I finally got on BET this year. I broke off BET, MTV, VH1. I was on Power 105, Hot 97. So a lot of things came, you know, to be with a couple of good records. So thank God.
But you had your own thing going in the past too, Danny, with the anti-bullying thing. Why don't you talk about that? Because you all over News 12, Newsday. I mean, you was everywhere with that.
Yeah, it was a national campaign I used to run. It was an anti-bullying campaign. I actually got into the White House and the United Nations doing it, being an advocate. Like everyone was telling me, the strong point to me is the advocacy and the persistency, if you can actually see. I wouldn't let nobody stop me. Like,
I see.
The story was, when I first started, people didn't believe that I can actually do it. And then 2 weeks later, I met the governor of New York. And his people were like, yo, we like this kid. And I did music. So they liked the way that I was doing music and pushing everything out. So a lot of times people could say, I actually gave the blueprint for a lot of these other artists now coming out doing that.
Well, that's good. And speaking of the music, I had the pleasure of listening to some of your songs today. And plus, you know, over the past, you know, when you've been bothering me with stuff, you know, I've been, you know, I
That's how you get on the show, people.
I listen, and obviously it's good stuff. Is that a Dino Luzzi energy drink you got there?
Yeah, he sponsors me,
What?
man.
Dino's
That's
everywhere.
right. Dino is everywhere. You folks think we're playing. Dino Luzzi is everywhere.
I was like, show him all the cases I got over here.
Oh, listen, you want to see the back of my truck?
Hey, Danny, also talk about a little movie we did together that we worked for your pops, man.
Man, The Streets. I'm gonna say, yeah, man. The Streets is an amazing movie, man. Shout out to my pops. You know, I wish he would be here, but right now, you know, he's doing what he has to do right now. you know, my dad had a great movie. He did it to really spark my career. The first movie was actually a movie based on everything that I was going through, and he wanted me to be seen. So my father actually came and actually made a movie called The Streets, and I actually had an old band called Formula, and that's what The Streets came off. And then my dad started to literally branch out. Frank killed it too on the scenes that
Thanks,
came
brother.
in front. Him, Dan Romano, they all killed it, man. So that Streets 2 is an amazing movie, and you know, it got like a lot of high praise. So
And
you
your
know,
pops got best director, best movie, right?
yeah,
the Corona
best
Film
movie director,
Festival.
man.
And you know what's funny about that movie too is, man, like there's a part in there where he kind of touched upon the opioid, problem before it was even a problem. I mean, before it really got to like what it is now. You know, with your girlfriend taking the pills and overdosing in the movie and stuff.
We actually deal with the.
Oh, I thought you was talking
No,
about
no, and just real, no, in the movie. No, in the movie.
Oh, my Lord.
In the movie.
Because I'm
we
usually the
actually
one.
we actually deal with that behind closed doors with people that we actually were very close with. So that's why he wrote about that.
Yeah, no, that was deep, man. A lot of people, you know, like I said, he touched on that before anybody really else was kind of, putting it in the forefront. So
I did a record called Automatic Classic with Charles Hamilton, and that was actually one of the movies when he pushed out the movies with the opioid pandemic, the opioid
epidemic.
epidemic.
Dan, we talk about your music. We're talking about the movies, but let's hear some of your work. Let's hear some where your passion goes behind. All that hard work you put in for 12 years, watching everyone else get to come up, and now you're coming up. So let's hear something. So what song are we gonna play, Frank?
Danny,
Let Her
what's
Know?
what's
How
the
can
what's
he
the
see
one
your
you sent me? I
phone?
can't
Oh,
see it.
Lord.
I can't see it. So what's
It's
the song
called
you
Let
sent
Her
me?
Know. I got two. I send you Let Her Know and Baller Blocker.
All right, dude, we're gonna play one of Dan Rivera's.
This one's blocking.
Okay, play Blocking.
You got it. Bob, you got the sound. The volume's up.
You had it, but you pushed it in too much.
I told them that I'm glossy and I'm flossing, yes. Now they wishing that them believe I try to play my D. See, I say not fraudulent, but they can fall with me. Cause I'm rocking them throwing a couple of wins. Why they get it on better than this? Cause I got way went over the chicks. Wishing they can be both in the gym. Acting like nigga be getting them ball. Telling them they ain't got no door. Till we telling them boys, whoa. Wait, that we lose like it. I'm blocking them, blocking me, getting that money, we blocking them. Chillin' with them, I got some, we blocking them. That money, my money, that told you we blocking them. Why they tryna be pushing the niggas inside the car? Sorry, we baller block, say we be baller block. Why they don't know what that means, son, you better stop. They know you niggas be acting me money, be getting the people be looking at for they going. I got that dough, tryna be throwing up with that money, better stop. Gonna block, told you more, you ain't gonna ride. You be switching, I'm throwing the covers and throwing the pictures and people be listening, girl, we ain't screaming that one for the bitches. Blocking them, saying the niggas be getting that money, we blocking them. Chillin' with them, I got so we blocking them. Why they getting one tight, how I be blocking them? You call it that bullshit, my blocking, my nigga, we blocking.
Locked by itself.
So we got this bootleg stuff here, man. You apparently can't touch anything. It's like a kid in the store. Why are you touching it? I was just moving over. For what?
Why they tryna be putting the niggas inside the girls? Why we blocking them? See, we block.
love this show. This show's dope.
There it is. It's rocking it. So you have
Good
another
stuff, Danny.
You have another song. Also, we're gonna try to get to before we get you off here. I just gotta send some links out. I want to also play that song too because when I was listening to it, I was vibing and I was like, okay, yeah, this is
Come
good.
here.
And then Dan made me jump up because he started talking nonsense. So
That song is about her. Come
who's
in.
that?
Who's up? Get her in there.
Wife.
Okay, how are you?
I'm good. How are
So,
you?
Danny, who
That's
shot
all.
this song? Pops filmed this?
Huh?
Did Pops film this?
Yeah. Oh, the
video?
well, no, me. No. Me and Voice Watkins. Shout out to Voice. He's my producer / and he shoots the cameras and I edit. I help him edit and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff I do editing and I help him shoot. So we've been working together, just trying to get everything together. Me and him actually made the album in one night.
Wow. The album or the song?
Album. One
Whole
night.
album, one night.
One night, yeah.
How many tracks on the album?
10.
Wow.
Wow.
Must have been some night, bro.
You guys were working
Oh,
hard.
we work.
So let her know. Is that about her as well?
Yeah, no, that's her song. That's Let Her Know is about her song. It's her
Yeah,
song.
that was the song I was referring to. I really like that track that you had. Eddie, we got to get moving here. I appreciate you coming in. We need to get you in studio because the plan was the guy coming on after, continue to watch the show when you're done. Miko Khalid. Dude's got some talent.
gotta hear
The
it.
plan was to have you guys meet out front in the green room there and try to, exchange info and, see if you guys can help each other out. That was the plan. He's in Westchester, you're over there, but we still can make this happen. All right, so I thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time. We're going to take a commercial break. And we're going to play, maybe a Dean Luzzi commercial. Maybe we.
I love that commercial.
You
I
love
was there
that
when he was
one?
back shooting it.
And then we're going to come back with my buddy Miko. I met this dude on the streets of the Bronx.
Ooh.
Crazy. Grandmaster
Shout
Cass
out to
was
him.
in the building that night, too. So, real crazy. But hey, thanks for coming
Danny,
in.
thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate
I
you.
appreciate you.
Blessing.
We'll talk to you
Blessing.
soon. We'll get you in studio next time. So we're here with Dan Rivera, and we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back with my buddy Miko.
Bye, guys.
When you want to truly feel the moment, reach for the light, delicious, energizing taste of Dino Lucci Refreshers. Made in Italy.
Yo, listen, I said it about 50 times. All right, okay, so here we are. On the middle back, we thought we were on commercial break, but we're not. We're back live. That's live TV, right? Miko's telling me how much I butchered his name, but he's right. Listen, I've been saying his name all day so I didn't butcher his name. And not only did I butcher, I chopped it in half.
I wasn't even trying to say it because I don't want to mess it up.
It's Khalidi. It's not that hard. But yeah, so here he is, Miko Khalidi. What's up, my bud? My bud.
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
How
Thanks
you
for
doing,
having me
Miko?
on.
Thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. No, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Miko, back in October 22nd, we tried to get you onto one of my shows at Rudy's Bar and Grill there in Patchogue. And when Miko walked in, there was a lot of kids there.
A lot of kids.
And his set that he had, worked on wasn't really that kid friendly.
Yeah, no child-friendly performance, huh?
So I mean, we thought it was the best thing. He's got like me. I protect my image and the name. He's very much about that. So he's got an image that he wants to protect, and he didn't feel it was right for him to go out and do the show. And I agreed, but I felt really bad because he drove all the way from Westchester.
Yeah.
personally, I think he had a good young lady waiting for him because he was quick to get out. Pew! Gone. Gone. He didn't even stick around. He didn't even see one trick. He was
a
gone.
vapor trail out
gone.
the door, huh?
No, I didn't see nothing. But,
I stayed around. I had a rap though. It was real
Yeah.
good.
yeah, no, I'm glad you came, and I'm glad we finally got to get you on. So to tell people a little bit, they like you. You really met him on the streets in the Bronx? Am I lying?
Nah, you're not.
On the streets of
you-
the Bronx, standing there by yourself. Hey,
You know,
what's
funny thing, because there was an open mic that night. Shout out to Ayo Bates down the Bronx over there. He threw an event. I continued going to events after that, and I saw Andrew. You were over there, and you're waiting to get in, and you're like, "Man, I got another show I got to do. I don't know how much longer I can stick around." I was like, "What do you do?" He's like, "Oh, I do magic." I was like, "Really?" He showed me one thing. After that, that was it, man. It was lit. I was like, all right, listen, this guy right here. And that was it. Ever since, man, we've been, rocking and rolling, getting stuff done.
You've been getting stuff done. You got 12. You got this new thing for 2022 where you're putting out a new song every month.
Every week.
Every
week.
I'm sorry, my bad. Every week, right? Yeah, I thought I had one song a month was
Yeah,
pretty
you
damn
telling me
good.
month. I was like, wow, that's
you know,
pretty gangster.
it's
Now
like
he's doing a
every
week. It's even more gangster now.
So you have all this going on. Miko, you have so many productions that I see of you. Since the day we linked up, I started watching your stuff right there while we were standing on the same streets we met on, and I haven't stopped watching your stuff since. You have so much going on. How do you do it? And then I talked to you, he goes, yo, man, I'm at work. Yo, man, how do you squeeze the time in?
It's like you just got to get it while you can. I mean, unfortunately, like most artists, I'm sure this way, it's just sometimes, you got to fight through it. You're not always want to go to the studio. You don't always want to create content. You don't always want to do things. But for me, I got to the point where, I'm doing music, to get out there, but I do it mostly for my self-fulfillment, and when you do it for your self-fulfillment, for me, when I make music, it's how I process things in my own life. So it's almost like dreaming, right? Like they say, like, if you don't dream, you could actually go insane. And like, if you don't sleep and the way the circadian rhythms in your mind, I look at music the same way. If I don't make music, there's something seriously wrong in my life. So I eventually accumulated a bunch of material where I said, you know what? I'm just going to go at it and attack 2022 and just show everyone that I'm the hardest working out there,
2022 has made some determined people, because Frank and I have also said 2022, this is a year where we go hard and we give it our all. I basically threw all my eggs in the basket and said 2022, if I don't make it, I'm just going to be a local guy and just doing what I do. And you're pretty much doing the same. You're like, not that you needed a year, but it was the start of a year, so it was easy to use that mark as, you know what, okay, here we are, day 1, January 1. This is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to measure my success by, the calendar. So it's amazing what you do. Miko, you sent me over a track. What track did you send me over?
I sent you over First is First. That's my latest drop. It dropped Wednesday. And I had, in the video, actually, you see, like, it was all shot on my iPhone, if you could believe it. Like, I had a friend hold everything. I knew the angles I wanted, chopped it up, edited it. That was it. I put it out there. First is First. Shout out to King Virtue. It's a collaboration with my guy, King Virtue, who's a producer, part of the GOAT Squad collective that I'm also a part of. So between me and him, like, and most producers for that matter, but him, he, that beat hit me hard. And the story behind the song actually is, is remarkable how it came together. And I was actually just on Virtue's Live, what was it, a couple of days ago, and we were talking about it. And it's really some of my best work.
That's good. Some of your best work, I haven't heard any of your songs that weren't. We talked about a song or two that might not have been right for the certain thing that we were talking about at the time, but you don't have any songs that aren't good. So for you to say it's one of your best, that means it really has to have meaning to you, because I know that behind most of your artwork there, you have a special story behind the song.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're going to get to Bobby. We have that ready? Miko, you want to introduce this song as we get ready to go to it?
Yeah, this is first. Miko Coletti, King Virtue made the beat video. Just listen and, try to take an in-depth look at your boy right here. That's it.
Where's that feedback?
Hey yo, first is first. For what it's worth, I'ma say it once and for all. I won't play it. I was always instructed to fall. I too pay it into the ball. Is where I crawled, I foreplay it. I forgave any depraved days with the grave mention of a kid in detention. Attention deficit was second to the collection. Lack of confidence and a prominence for aggression. I listened to pain with days of skate. And acting like I could relate to the day in question like I had a first date. Too short and skinny with acne so fucking gritty. Asking a girl so pretty if she wanna get a lift with me. She bounced real quickly when the real reality hit me. Cause the scam I've been bombing been causing me to see all the problems. I let it build and kill my will to succeed with the need for pills just to feel a life at ease. I can feel the heat and the feet of the devil's deep. Speak with a Jesus piece next to my red rosary beads as I sleep in the beast. For real, I'ma set it straight so you can relate to the meek. I never seek anything unless it's a passion that's so deep. You need deep sea apparatuses to see through my blues at the Radissons, trapping points. Balance the birds on the cactuses, rolling joints while we plot the coin. No bit of my persona was ever a problem until I shit on my commissar with less drama under the belt. I yell for a sign for how to deal with myself, but too stubborn minds to ask for the help. I'd rather grind it, what hell I caused. I was running around for months with 100 missed calls that cut my chances like a drug test straight from Phelps. I couldn't understand it, how I love the hell of the rush. From the bullpens to the touch of a Pat Frisk, it crushed my psyche. I saw through the facade like a nightie from Chloe's closet. I was gone like a comet, hooked on all these phonics. I'm astonished I survived as long as the time it is writing. I stood up straight and faced my mistakes with grave concern. Conflicted by words heard from years learned, but I'm going opposite. The me return like a flick's positive, but I'm rocking something more modest while I'm knocking these words. I recollect all the fighting and all the strife, and for the life of me can't see the light like a bike on the side of Main at night. And I can't explain my brain's chain reaction to any faction, not a benefaction to my actions. Shit, I fucking had it with distractions in a fashion less than average. It's nerve-wracking like jackhammers on the canvas as I paint my reaction to the pain so culminated. I'm curious what to name it. I'm sedated in the language of pain. Yeah, I've been going for a while, I can feel it. I've been making songs just to fight the feeling that I'm killing deep inside. Damn, those demons down the ride. Only God is on my side when I'm seeing through facades. I've been going for a while, I can feel it. I've been making songs just to fight the feeling that I'm killing deep inside. Damn, those demons down the ride. Only God is on my side when I'm seeing through facades.
Sounds like the dog is snoring. Yo.
Miko, that was dope, bro.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. We're sitting here going, what?
Miko, the lyrics, the wordplay, just if you just listen to it, how you just flow.
I was just going to say that the flow, man, was like,
It's
and
nuts.
we're both sitting here just going,
Nuts.
Thank you.
I almost wished I had another one that we could play. You know, because I just, wow. All right,
Thank
Miko, you just popped something in my brain, right? You have a song you're dropping each week, correct? You usually do that at like midnight on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we lack something on our show, and it's called music. So, Miko, how would you like to send me over a song a week and let me play your song of the week on our show every week, a different song, putting your stuff out there, giving some music to our show, and just showing what real support is like?
I appreciate that. Like, I would be honored. You know, whatever you could, you know, that you would play and show people, I'd love to share the music, and I appreciate the offer. So absolutely.
we will play anything you send over, Miko.
Almost.
Appreciate
Almost
it. Yeah,
anything. Almost anything you send over, within limits. But no,
Appreciate it.
I understand it's your art, it's your expression. So we will play anything that you send over. I'd like to play a song, one song a week on our show. That was sick. And you talk about you did everything on an iPhone. No one else appreciates that more than me. My commercial that I have here was shot on my iPhone. Everything that you see on this show was shot on my iPhone. Every commercial that I put up for somebody is shot on my iPhone. Every interview I do is shot on my iPhone. So I understand what you are saying. You work with the tools that we have, and you can't let those tools limit you to what you could do. And that's a true definition of somebody who's hungry, somebody who's going to do what they have to do, not use excuses. I don't have this camera. You know the names. I don't know the names of them. What's the camera name?
The Red Maxes and
Yeah. See, I don't have a Red Max, so I can't make this video. And, you're not out there using excuses. You're looking to see whatever you have, whatever resource, and you're going to rock with it. And I appreciate that. And that's one of the things that gravitated me towards you. First of all, as you can see, I don't know if you noticed, but Miko's white.
Really? No, I didn't notice.
Standing out amongst all
A lot of people don't.
Amongst all these other brothers out there, and one, it takes courage to go out there and to do that, and then to get out there and get everybody's vibe and feel everybody's love. Grandmaster Cass was out there. I told you at that time, right? I didn't know who Grandmaster Cass was, but I went and I've done my homework ever since, and now I know who Grandmaster Cass is, and I wish I had that opportunity to go back. So I can be like, yo, I mean, going back to the origination of hip hop.
Hell yeah.
And this is the thing. He's not just an artist. He's a historian. He knows the roots of what he's doing.
No, absolutely. We talked about Third Base back from the 90s,
yeah.
right? I mean, I know, Miko, you know who Third Base is?
No, actually.
Pete Nice, MC Search, look it up. Those were...
Okay.
Yeah, those guys are some of the, and he was another white guy in the rap industry. But when you heard the music, you didn't see a color, you didn't think about a color. All you thought about is that's dope.
Yep.
And that's the same thing that I felt when I was just listening to your music.
And that's what I was thinking. I got a little bit of MC Search out of him. And listening to him, I heard a little bit of Search in him,
So because you notice, I'm a little bit foolish all the time, right? How many comparisons to Eminem have you gotten?
A lot.
A lot. And they just doing it as far as your flow, or just because you're a white rapper?
You know what? It's hard to say, but I think that it's more than just me being a white rapper, because I think that just me growing up listening to Eminem, anyone that you grew up listening to, you're gonna absorb certain elements of their cadence, their performance, their wordplay, and everything. And I think that most white people in general who do rap, most at least, have a similar vocal range as Eminem and a tonality. So I think that a lot of the times it's kind of inevitable to get compared to him in one regard or another. But I've gotten all kinds of reasons for it, but I consider it an honor, I don't look at it like, oh, it's because I'm a white rapper, this, that, and the third. If I get compared to someone who has achieved greatness, that only makes me look good,
Yeah, no, you definitely, I like how you the whole presence about yourself. You are who you are, and you could sense a little bit in somebody's voice and somebody's songs. But with you, it's like, yo, this is just straight raw, and you get. And then Frankie and I are the same. We are. What you see is what you get. There's no act to it. There's no, when the camera's off, we're totally different. This is the same how we are 24 hours a day. Some people can deal with it, some people can't. Whatever. And you're you 24 hours a day, and I appreciate that. And getting into some of the history of it, who are some of the influences? Like you said, you grew up listening to Eminem. What are some of the influences that people have had on you, and who might they have been?
Well, yeah, like I said, Eminem. I mean, Tupac was, between Tupac and Eminem, that was really my introduction to rap. Being born in 1991, around 9, 10, 11 years old, when I really started discovering hip hop, it was Tupac and Eminem that kind of, was my introduction to it. And then after that, I kind of just started branching out and just started listening to everybody. You know, I listened to people on the charts. For a while, I only listened to mixtapes. Like, I had a point in my life where, like, if it wasn't on thatpiff.com, like, I wasn't listening to it. You know what I mean? But definitely Pac, The Game, 50 Cent, Mobb Deep. You know, some guys coming later on, like, let's say MGK, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, man, a lot of guys, Ace Hood.
You've grabbed a piece of a little bit of everybody that you've listened to, that you appreciated their work, and you kind of took something out of each and every one to put this whole body together that what we call no gimmicks music now. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's my brand. That's my platform. No gimmicks music, because like it comes down to like everybody I meet. You touched on it before. Is like the way I present myself. Like I just give myself the real Miko. It's just straight authenticity. You know, like what I am is what I am, and I put it in music. So when you play a song like mine, like that we just played, you know, like I'm interested in, you know, poking through the facades of entertainment in Hollywood to show people that, like, listen, we all hurt. We all go through it. We all have things wrong with us, that we all have things we're trying to do better and get better. And that's the kind of music I gravitate towards. So.
Yeah, no, and I like that because we try to always like bring a message. Like when I do my magic and I get out there, I like to bring a smile to people's faces. And lately, people start saying, "Oh, you're a comedian?" No, I'm not a comedian. I'm just funny. Okay? I'm sick of telling everybody I'm just funny. I'm not a comedian. Comedians work at being funny. I'm just funny. Okay?
And that's what I tell you all the time. When you do your magic, you're a talented magician, but you also got a personality too, and that goes a long way. You know, in music and acting and whatever.
I suck. I ever suck. I don't see why everyone likes my magic. I make a coin disappear. Anybody can do that.
A few more things than that, but.
So Miko, he just said that acting thing. So not only are you a rapper, but you like the audio engineering side of things. You like to make sure that your sounds are just how you like it. You're also history. You studied history of the music theory.
In school, yeah, like to like a little bit in college, and then like I went to the Institute of Audio Research to become an audio engineer. So at some point or another, I kind of touched on every facet of the technology field as well as like composition and theory. So like I studied basic theory, and I actually recently just got back into producing. So, you know, it's really helped me a lot, just recognizing chord structures and notes and different kinds of things. And I used to play a lot of different instruments when I was younger. I played cello, I played guitar, I played keyboard, I played bass, I played flute. Like at one point, you know, I played a lot of instruments, and I kind of took everything in, kind of honed it. And all my education throughout the years and just being exposed to people, music and film or whatever. And I just kind of was like, all right, well, this looks good. This feels good. This sounds right. This doesn't sound right. And that's it. And just keep going forward.
So part of you taking up the audio engineering, was that to enhance your music career, or did that help generate your music career?
I think it helped generate my music career because like before, I always rapped, like since I was like 13, 14 years old. Like rapping's always something I did that. But audio engineering was like when I was a teenager, like I did a lot of acting. So I was in like commercials, you know, a couple soap operas, a couple indie films, things like that. And one thing I said to myself is spending all this time on set, I see the lights, I see the camera guy, I see everything. One thing I don't know a lot about is sound, and I'm musically inclined. So why not try to like learn that side of things? So going into it, I actually had in my mind that I wanted to do post-production for film. But seeing as I already created music, and the music just fascinated me even more, because I was like, all right, well, even if I don't work on my own stuff, I could work on other people's stuff that's just as exciting. And I started doing it, and I said, well, listen, I got the skills, so why not? I already know what has to go into it.
Awesome, man.
See, and that's what you can hear it in his music. He takes a piece of everything he's done and puts it into his music, and that's why everything flows so nice. It's just amazing, man. I listened to what you sent me a couple of days ago, bro.
He's got some other songs that
Appreciate it.
You could hear the pain and suffering that he's going through at the time. You can hear it, and then the lyrics just like this kind of is like it doesn't matter what I'm going through. I'm gonna overcome. So you definitely get a message if you take the time to listen to it. Sometimes some of the top hit songs, people don't actually listen to the words. But what makes the song a hit is the beat.
Right.
So the beat is what catches people. The beat is what locks people in. And only after time do you suddenly hear the words. But if you take the time to hear the words of Miko's songs, he does deliver a message in most of his songs. I've gotten it. But I can't wait. And, you touched on something about our song. I'm up. We don't have a theme song. We're trying to find somebody that'll create the theme song for us because we don't have one.
We want to use, but we can't use stuff off of YouTube because they'll just block it out.
Yeah,
So.
we can't. We need some original stuff. You know anybody?
Okay. Well, yeah, listen, that's something we could definitely talk about.
You know anybody?
I think that's what he was getting at, Miko.
Yeah, I know a couple of people. You're talking to one of them right now, but other than that,
I think that's who he meant, you.
Man. It's like, like even when it comes to sponsorship, people like sponsoring our show, sponsoring My Magic, helping us out. We don't like to just say yes and go with anybody, okay? We like to go with someone who embodies what we believe in, who puts the effort that we put in.
Has a vision, the vision we have.
Someone who, like Frankie said, has a vision. We're not stagnant in this game, and I might have mentioned it to you, and if not, you're probably the only person who hasn't heard me say this. I have no desire to be number 2 in anything I do. Okay, so if having this show is good, okay. Having a show with an opening theme song is even better.
Yeah. We sat in my backyard over the summer, Miko, and we said, he brought it up to me. I said, all right, well, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it. We're not just going to come on here and just babble and bring, we want quality stuff on the show and quality performers like yourself. Like, we're not here just to fill time. We're here to take shit over, basically.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
We wanted to take community news. We want to take, I believe I read somewhere when I first started this, I wrote, we want to take some people that you might know and people that you will get to know and bring them on our show, because having the platform to be able to help somebody, like you have 1,700 followers on your subscribers on your YouTube page. I'd like to help you get to 2,000. And, we don't ask people for money. We don't, some of these shows ask people to, pay for spots like this. All we ask is that you share our stuff the same way we share yours. And that's how we help each other grow. That's what we're here. We're here to help people. And that's why we like to choose people who believe in what we believe in, who work the way we work. And, not just in this for self-accolades. Sure, I like what comes with it. My friend Danny Krause, I heard his son's song, and he said, I have dreams of getting my dad a Bugatti, so he's already working on his craft, but remembering where all of that came from, so he's not forgetting his dad. He talked about his little brother. That's somebody I want to work with, because already at this stage of the game, they're already thinking about the people that helped them. And so that's why I want to work with you, man, as much as I can.
Nah, I appreciate that. Likewise. I mean, definitely just from all the humility and, just us speaking and the love and everything. And hey, listen, whatever's whatever. I mean, on the show, music in any capacity, just something I could do for you guys or vice versa. I appreciate being in the loop. That's what it's all about, like what you said, because without your network and without it's funny because I had to shift my mentality, and that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, song a week for 2022, because the last couple of years, I had in my mind, okay, well, if you got enough money and, you have the promoters, you have the marketers, you run the ads, it should be easy to blow, right? Complete opposite. Shifted my mentality entirely. And it starts with building a connection with you two right here. And even if, let's just say hypothetically, no one was watching right now, it doesn't matter because all three of us are together. Right. And these are two more fans right here. And this is another person that could help you, whether it be creating, you know, being an audio engineer or a theme song, whatever the case may be. One hand washes the other. And I think that if we as independents do not adopt that mentality, like eternally, like within us, there's no way we could beat, you know, the big system. There's no way we could beat Hollywood. There's no way we could really wear that independent badge on us and say, yes, we're 100% independent because we don't rely on anybody and we built this all on our own and having this network. So listen, we're definitely all on the same page and appreciate, you know, you guys saying all that for me. So definitely only up from here, you know.
And that's what's lacking. Me and him talk about it all the time. A lot of people like to step on people, not us. We like to lift people. We lift each other. We lift, you know, listen, we want to be number one, but we're not stepping on anybody to be number one. We like to help each other out. We like, you know, I do acting, man, and that's you. I mean, you've done it. It's a dog-eat-dog world there. But I'm not trying to, you know, step on anybody or anything. I help everybody. I bought, you know, we talked. I brought you in and hooked you up with
He's
people.
the reason I'm here. This guy's the reason. He's the reason I'm in all this. It was actually this very studio he brought me in. He was a guest on somebody's show, Dan Romano's show. Dan Romano, you know, trusts this guy with everything, so he said bring him in, and the rest just took off from there. I got to start meeting all these people. You know, I'm checking out this place for a movie set today, and I'm calling, you know, Sal Ranella, this guy who's, you know, award-winning director, just made Good Friday. I didn't know these people 3-4 months ago, and already I'm at the level where I'm like, yo, Sal, I got this good spot for you, man. And he's like, all right, let's get together. Let's talk about doing some things, because I'm dying, and I've made it known, and I've made it known to the right people. It's time for me to have a sitcom. It's time for me to have a sitcom, and it's time for me and him to be in front of the camera doing what we do. So there's some web series talk going on now, and yeah, man, it's time. I have an advantage over the Wayans. They didn't have this opportunity to break into the podcast, but they also, I don't have 17,000 of them in the movie industry to help me out either.
Did you tell Miko where I'm invited to? I don't know if you heard it.
No,
Miko,
check this out, Miko.
Miko, tell me how you feel about this, all right, man? Black History Film Festival, right? Who should be hosting this red carpet event? Me. Not him.
Miko, it's killing him.
Am I right, man?
You know what?
Miko don't know what to say.
You have a good point. I don't know, man.
Miko, it's half my show too, so don't worry about him.
Yeah, but from the waist up.
Wow. I don't know, man. You messed me up with that one.
You didn't think you could have him speechless. Look, he's speechless now.
This is wait.
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I'm telling you, somebody is writing in. If somebody drives by, sees that red carpet, sees a sign that says Black History Month, they're going to yell, leave us alone! Can we have something our own?
Yeah.
You just blew his, for the rest of the night, he's messed up now. That's it. He can't even talk anymore.
I'm just, okay. But not just anybody. You said it should be me, right?
See how he is? He's not modest at all, Miko.
Nah, man. But hey, this is what you got. It's going to be me, though, by the way. I do need a camera guy, so I guess Frank can be there.
I guess so.
I tell you, holding my iPhone. Miko, this is what we do, man. This is what we do. We have a good time. You know, we get our message out there. 100%. From this point moving forward, I'm going to play whether your video every show until you get sick of making videos. Because, damn, buddy, we only in week 4. You got a hell of a lot. You got what, 48 more to go?
Yeah. Well, you know what? As far as videos, I'm good until about March. And as far as music, I'm good till July.
There you go.
Wow.
So I'm pretty good right now.
Hey, Miko, we only got about 2 minutes left, but I want to say something. I'm in the process of writing a movie, man. When I'm done with the script, I want to give it to you, and I want you to write me a couple of songs. I'm going to let you read it, and you think of, just in your head, get a picture of what you think would go with that, bro.
would be honored, man. I would
Yo, you're
seriously
talented,
love to
man.
do that.
We don't shy away from talent. Don't
No,
shy
I
away
would
from
love-
talent.
I
So-
would love that. Yeah.
So you've been on the show 35 minutes so far, right? You got your show playing, your song, your video playing every week on our show. You have the opportunity to write our theme song, and now you have the opportunity to do a score for a movie.
And you found out that I'm going to be co-host of the Black Film Festival too, Miko. So
Yo,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You can't forget that part.
you and Jimmy Hoffa, they're gonna be looking for both of you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be looking for both of you.
he's so
I mean, listen,
triggered,
there's a
Miko. He's
lot.
triggered.
There's a lot that can happen in 35 minutes. There's a lot that can happen in 1 minute. There's a lot that can happen in 1 second. I mean, you just look at how we even met. Who was going to know that Grandmaster Caz walked in the room? You know, let's just say I would have left 2 minutes before that. So appreciate it within
Things happen for a
35
reason,
minutes.
man. I'm always very confident of that, man. God puts you in people's lives for a reason.
Miko, did I not meet you and say I got what I needed and left?
What, you said that?
Yeah, I left. When I had to go back
Wait.
to my show, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with this. I got what I needed. I met you. I'm out.
We got 18 seconds.
All
Miko,
right,
thanks
all
for
right,
coming
like
in,
that.
brother. We got like 15 seconds left.
That's all right.
Yep.
We can stretch it 30 more seconds. Miko, thank you very much.
Nah, I appreciate you for having me. And for all the viewers, please go to MikoKolledi.com, MEEKOKOLLEDI. If you like the music, you like my vibe, you like how I speak, like everything about me, tap in, please. And don't forget to come back to the truth and Strong Island Television.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Miko, man.
that. Can we? Can they buy your music anywhere?
Yeah, I'm on all major platforms, everything: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. MEEKOKOLLEDI. Miko Koledi.
Miko Koledi, it's been a pleasure. I am glad that we finally got to put this together. You've seen these two fools at work. We heard some of your work. With that, we are out of here.
Take care, Miko.
Appreciate-
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you,
good one,
brother.
fellas.
Peace.
Take care.
Have a good night. Stay tuned. Make sure you join us next week as we come back with, I'm not even telling you who we're coming back with because I might find them on someone's Facebook page later on. So we'll be back next week with The Truth and Andrew Washington and Frank
Good night.
Guerrero. Thank you.